So here I want to continue the Neo4J part. I talked about last time, right? Basically, I'm expecting you to finish the installation of a Neo4J. I'm not sure if everybody doing okay now. If you have a question, please open our microphone. Then I'm able to just solve the problem right now. But if not, please, please, just let me know before I go to the detail. If your group already, any one of your group has installed a Neo4j, please raise your hand. Okay. Oh, by the way, the TA, can you help me to take attendance for today? 那个助教可以帮我点一下名啊，今天。OK， 好，谢谢 Leo， 谢谢。OK，Hello。No one installed it. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh, that's the guy's install. James, you raised your hand. Any question? Carlos, you say yes, so you install it, right? Okay. I'm not sure. It's very difficult for me. I don't know if you really install it now. You have to. I already tell you this almost 2 years ago. Our final project is doing on Neo4j, something like that. So, but I'm not quite sure. Do you appreciate that or not? But okay. So here's the one. I want to show you that what I'm trying to do. I already installed it for sure. And the environment, I'm going to show what is the environment you like. Okay. First of all, everything here is already installed. So I need to go to my folder. So if everything's running okay, because I put it in my download. So here is a environment. Of course, I install it in the Ubuntu environment. So that's the Ubuntu environment. Then the data I download from the Moodle, right? And here's the Neo4j desktop. So I'm going to click it, and it's supposed to take a little bit of time, and you open. So let's wait for it, all right? Okay. And if you install it, then you wait for a while, then you got the data. So it's supposed to open the interface. Yeah, do you see? Yeah, it's coming up. It will take a while. It's running an interface. Okay. And at the same time, I also need to open one of my files to talk about this subject. Yeah. I teach you this several times, and some student after teaching this, they say, hey, there's new things you learn. Yeah, I understand, because Neo4j is a graph database, and it's not easy you get the real world data, you get it? So that's supposed you have to, learn from it. I want to open the file. It's about Neo4j. I'm trying to, yeah, please.
Can you share the screen?
Oh, share the screen. I haven't shared the screen. Oh my God. Thank you very much. There's only one student. Remind me that. Just kidding. Okay. Let me do that. Sorry. Oh, I didn't share the screen. Oh my God. Okay, it's cool. Thank you.
Yes, Professor.
Yeah, thank you. James, thank you very much. Oh, so it seems that nobody pay attention here. Okay. All right. Anyway, everything. Let's open it. I already put it far here. And today I want to kind of focus on this part. Then if you install everything okay, suppose what's the password? Let me see. What's the password? Let me see. Oh my God. Oh, lucky. All right, so as you look at that, you see, that's my Neo4j desktop. If you install Neo4j, everything is okay, then you're supposed to see only one movie data set. However, on my previous slides, I'm trying to provide that to you is here. You supposedly have the chance go to the installation and to import all of the text file from your Neo4j environment to your system. If you follow everything's right and you are successfully, you should be able to see something like this. Yeah, you see that's the one I open. So today, if you don't have this environment, it's kind of weird and you just listen to me. But I did a recording, so it should be okay. But if you already install it, then it might be a good chance you open your assistant running. Okay. You can just prepare your environment here, and then I'm able to go through and give you some guidance for how to use this kind of database and Neo4j. Is that okay? All right. So at this moment, let's go back to our slides. So I assume everybody follow this file called how to install Neo4j in your system. Okay. I don't think it should be not a problem if you install a Ubuntu 20.04. That should be fine because maybe you have a little bit different version of Neo4j, but this is the thing. So it's a bit follow and one by one. Yeah. And when I ask the students question something like, I have a question about installation, sometimes you might say, hey, no, nobody else asked a question. There are two possibilities. One, really, too simple, no question. Another one, most of the time in my mind say, you haven't installed it yet. So that's why you have no question. I don't know which part of it you belong to, but anyway, that's the only thing I can do. Just, yeah, keep going. All right. So if you install everything fine, so you suppose to have at least one. Okay. And I'm going to do is it would be better I open this browser here and try to open the file, then we can work one by one. But maybe I can put this way. All right, everybody, are you okay seeing here? Now I share my screen, right? It will be very easier. So you can have a quick tutorial, okay? So here, let's talk about this and then we come back to do the practice with that, okay? So here's a quick tutorial, as I say, introduction, right? There are two persons here, it's called Tom Hanks and equals to Robert Zemeckis. They're both a person, they're, well, quite old, right? They're in. This is the director of the one of the very famous movie called Forrest Gump. It's a filmed on the 1994. I like the movie, by the way, and that is that's one of the small examples showing the relationship of a person and one movie, right? So it's a kind of network, right? Do you see there's a link here? That link is one direction from this direction. Is Tom Hanks is acting in this movie Forrest Gump. It's a very famous full movie, and the director is also the Robert Zemeckis. Okay, then the graph data is usually composed of the node and relationship and label and property. At least for Neo4j data. So here is what you supposed to experience, and you got some reference. So I will create a very simple example here. And that example will come with we want to create one kind of a note. Okay, I'll make it larger. So here I want to I like you to read. Okay, I want to create a note and label it with a person. Okay, it's one kind of note. Okay, I want to assign name and some kind of a property to that person. For example, I create a person called EE. And EE is a kind of a variable. So here's a process create data, right? I put a parenthesis to in cases a note. Okay, so note is very easy. It's a circle. And that's a variable called EE, and we label to person. So EE is one kind of a variable. We use a semicolon to indicate that. And we want to specify some of property. For example, we use the names and the from and KL out to identify their property. Okay. So and then we return it. Okay. So here, if you are working with me, then you can simply copy this and go back to your environment. So I think I already have a new case here. How about just create? I'm just turning on, then I'll just join into maybe already create those person, and then it's fine. So if you have Neo4J, then you are better to start your new database. Then you can do some practice. It's very simple, so you can simply copy and paste. But here I will just say something and let you understand why and that you be familiar with those coding way to do this. Okay, so let me open my environment first. Okay, yeah, it's running. I don't know why it took a little while. Anyway, it's running. I'm supposed to make it wrong first. And of course, you can also add a new database and put it just a test. This is still okay. Okay. Create a local database you want. We are create a new task. Great databases. Maybe I just say practice. So I'm gonna just do the practice database. Okay. So you want to set a password. Okay, I'll set a password. Okay, since this database cannot be set up, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I will just create a one. Do you know, I just simply create a new database equal practice. Maybe this old one is a trouble, but it's fine. So when I create as an empty, then I will open it. I'm gonna start and open. Okay. It seems that the new task cannot be start, but I don't know why. But I don't care because I want to just come here. I want to create a download the one. So it seems that it's a new version is coming. So it's a 4.4.7. And it's a very new, right? So I don't know. Maybe it will take a while. Okay, maybe we can come back later and then we'll just continue to talk about the slides. I want to give you some notes. So here you can add node, right? You can add node like this. But you add node, but you can also add some here is a one, you can add this node and you can continue add this node. Do you see I use a comma to connect that? So I'll create one person called JS, one person called IR, one person called RBB. It's a variable name. So that's all about this part is all about the we call create the person, I mean the data node, right? Okay. And here is the things. Do you see we use some kind of a function called match, right? Match is special pattern or node. So you kind of want to find something, right? Find something, but the name is called email, email, right? And email. So that was then directly we can just simply find this node. Okay. And if you take a look, I not only created person, right? The label is person. I also create the relationship. Okay. And then here you can see it's some kind of the way we describe the relationship between different nodes. And the node right now we have E node, a JS node. So the first relationship I'll create is a EE node JS since since it is one of the property is from 2001. And do you see that's a direction? Yeah, EE know this guy. EE know this guy. And rating is 5. And JS know JR without any property. And JS knows RVB. IR knows JS. IR know Ali. RVB knows Ali. You kind of create how many relationships? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I create 7 relationships, and not just create a note, also create a relationship between them. And here's a match is more like a searching concept, right? You want to find out all of the information to find, to find a certain person, certain data node. His name, the property name is equal to listing. So I'm kind of explain what is this coding mean. The good way is maybe it would be better we just just go start a new one. Yeah. Okay. This configuration. I'm trying to install it, right? Okay. Oh, there's a phone call. My God. Sorry, let me come back. Okay. It's still running. Okay. I don't know. Are you able to create your own new database? My own version is 4.13. It's runnable, I believe, but this one is still creating. Okay. That's why you have to create your own, please. Okay. All right. Okay. But of course, you only make sure your environment is only okay. But I don't know what happened. Why the system is running very slow now. Oh yeah, finally it create. This is active now, so I'll open it. Then I'm able to create one. So since everybody's seeing okay, you are able to create. I just create one new database. It's nothing there. It's starting. So I would like to start to copy and paste the code that we have. So I will create something very interesting now. I will simply copy the whole things there. So that's the area you are able to type in something, right? And once you copy here, you see different color on those. I'm not sure if I'm able to make it larger. Can I make it larger? Can I make it larger? Font size? Is there able to change it? Sorry. I'm trying to fix if it no not this one. I think it's web-based. Okay. So anyway, I put it wrong. Do you see? I create a person. Then I'm trying to install it. I try to create a person called ML and define a different property for him, and we run it. So then you run. You see, yeah, I create one person. Do you see that? Is it cool? Okay, we're fine, right? Yeah, I'm not able to make it larger. Okay. Hey, can everybody see okay? Can everybody see okay? I'm trying to make. I really want to make it bounce. Oh, zoom in, zoom out. Full screen. How about make it a full screen, right? Full screen maybe a bit larger. Um, no. Okay. Is it looking okay? Okay. So I created one of node right here. Oh, oh yeah, this is better. Yeah, I make a node here, right? So I want to create a multiple node here. So it simply is a copy and paste. But just so you understand what I mean. The reason why I want to I'm gonna match, right? I want to find the people, right? Yeah, it's okay. It just is kind of one common to one common, right? And and uh, and copy everything there. Okay. So mention that I want to create that. So I want to create. Okay. I want to run it. So it kind of wrong, right? And if you take a look of those ones, you see multiple person here. There are 5 person here. Yeah, do you see that? Yeah, once I did it, finish it, I create multiple person, right? I create one email, I create a John Han, and I create Ian, I create Alison, I create Rick, and it's kind of a people, and you know who knows the relationship with that. So this is one of the way I already create multiple of notes and relationship. And that's visualized by the using the note, the Neo4J, right? Create like that. Okay. So you can show note. That's how we use. You can, hey, how about we just mention n by n? You actually you want to know certain kind of note in graphical system of type, and you kind of show everything. So I want to show you how I'm going to do this. Okay, this is keyboard, and you just wrong enter. So it just simply show everything. So it's kind of a step by step, one block, and every time you query, you run it, then you show the result. It's more like Jupyter notebook, kind of a Jupyter notebook, and you create multiple link here. Right? But I can close them. I can close them if you're not want to do it. Huh? So and you can zoom in. You can click it. Do you see? Click it. You see the property. Do you see the property here? Okay. I'm not sure. Can you see it well? Because um it seems the font size is pretty small. Yeah, but I forget how to adjust it. But maybe it's not able to adjust. I'm not quite sure. But anyway. Okay. And you can even download this photo. I mean this as an image in somewhere, right? So you can see different way they use the most like the JSON data structure. You see the structure with the different data, they show the version. And this one is to show you the object style. Okay, then you are able to query. So that is one way that you can start to work on the new project. And you can also try to find match. Match is a keyword, right? Of course, that you want to find the people, you want to find the company, and so you can mention the things. And it's always available. Basically, it's like, hey, I want to find something. It's n things. And that variable is come with you come with a person or come with a company, right? And since we have create something is a person, so we don't have a company. So suppose it will return nothing. But if you want to match everything like a person, then you can try, right? You can query once again, and yeah, you can modify this code, and you can query once again. Right? You see, oh, the same. Yeah, of course, because that's we only have the people. That's people. No, here, right? So you can put it on different way. Do you see? You can draw it everywhere. You see differently. It's a very dynamic. Okay. All right. So here, want to select some node, and then we're trying to find, hey, where's the email's friend? Based on the information you got, almost know this Ian. Ian know John Han, John and John and know the Ian, and Emil also know John N. So you can kind of understand that there's some kind of relationship between the notes, right? So I want to query that. Let's take a look how we do this query. I want to match something, right? And it's supposed it's a person. And here we specify we want to match something where the person is supposed to know some people. The variable is a friend. And what's the condition? The condition is, hey, there are so many different knows a relationship, right? Somebody knows something, right? But the query I want to specify is where those persons' names should be ML, and then we return everything. So obviously, this selection is showing up who is ML's friend. That means who is the guys that ML knows. Knows is the one of the relationship. Knows is one of the relationship. So I'm going to query and to see. Basically, I don't need to create a new window. I just basically just type in here, and I just run it. So it query. That makes sense, right? ML just know Ian, and ML's know John Han. So that's the requirement I request, and then I can query them out. Okay, cool. So that's one of the very first query you just coming out. But of course, the relationship between the friends somehow is a bit complicated, right? Sometimes you want to look for the friends, right? For example, here, Joanne's has some friend, and Joanne's friends, right? So I want to looking for there are some property. For example, Joanne itself is the surfing, right? The 冲浪, right? Surfing, right? And you also want to find, you want to learn surfing, right? So you want to know, but it also means that Joanne haven't know how to do the surfing. So you want to looking for if his friend or any friend of his friend who are able to know whose hobby is surfing, and maybe he thinks maybe they can ask them to help you to teaching you how to do the surfing, and maybe you can go together, go to beach for surfing, right? So that's the idea. So if you want to do that, then it's basically you want to find, if you are a John Ann, you want to find who is my friends and whose hobby is surfing. That's the one. But if you want to make it in Neo4J, then you can do this query by this way, right? Imagine some people who know something, and do you see that's empty here? Do you remember as a node, right? You use a node, use a bracket parenthesis to specify node, and I put nothing inside. That means I want to find out. I want to find out somebody knows somebody, and somebody knows somebody, and that one is a server, and that one is a server. And you will start. I will start from the Joanne. The person's name is Joanne, and also this guy is what I really want to find out. His hobby is surfing, and return the distinction server. So if you learn the SQL before, then you will see, oh, a little bit different, a little bit similar to the SQL language, right? But you want to know what the break circuits, that is bracket is showing the relationship, and the circle, I mean the parenthesis is define a node. Then you can use the empty one, and you can find out this person, right? And person knows some people, and that is a variable I want to define. It's called server, and because it's a hobby, it's a server. So if I'm able to do that, then you're able to use the knowledge, then you can kind of and do the query on that. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to do copy it. I want to change. So I'm going to find Joanne's friends and who are able to do his hobbies surfing. And that one's Allison. Who? Yeah, that was Allison because of that I think that's only one person. Joanne's friend uh, are doing the surfing. And if you're not sure, then go back here. Who knows surfing? Yeah, there's a guy called right Allison, right? And that variable is called Alex, right? So it sounds right. Yeah, we are able to using the those query to find out the person and then try to distinct and show the relationship. And here is something you can delete the note. Okay, you need to use a matching. You want matching everything, and that everything has a criteria is his everything's name should be ML. Then want to delete that. You want to detach and delete that. So then you're able to copy that. And if you delete the ML cell, then your result will show like that. So you that's one person gone, right? Um, and you can also specify, you can delete the relationship. You want to find a person, his name is called Rick, and want to delete everything, delete the R, because it's specified the relation. Do you see? I define the R. R is a variable, is a node. What I'm not really delete the, I mean, delete the node. I'm delete the relationship. Okay. Okay, so you matches something like this. Okay. So if you are doing this quite okay, then you are able to learn something. Okay, use a matching to find out something or ask the Neo4j to excuse something for you. And you are able to do the query. And when you do a query, you can use a empty it's more like an empty list, and you try to find out anyone. He is my friend, and anyone is then his property can be specified and to do the query criteria. Okay. And that is an example. I'm not doing it delete those because I don't want to delete. But if you want, you can try. You can use a way to create a relationship you want to create and do some practice. Okay. So that's a very simple. And the following one, I want to use Neo4j one, and here is still the same. It is guiding you how to import the file. But this one, I need you to have a particular data set. Then you are able to export data. So if you want, I will follow in exactly the same. So I want to make sure that you understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe I didn't delete. Okay, let me delete the emails. I'm trying to do exactly the same way the the slides asking you to do. So let me delete those. Okay, then if you go to the everyone, you see, yeah, I delete email, right? So there's a one person is gone, right? And I also wanted to do one kind of a relationship, right? Okay, one relationship is called risk. So some people say know something. I want to delete my relationship, the risk. So what I mean is, why I'm going to delete this one? You know, Rick no, Allison, right? I delete this no, right? Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'll copy, right? I want to delete, right? The no's relationship. So I delete, and of course, I can click this one and it can show everything. Yeah, the relationship is gone, right? It turned out to be this way. Am I cool? It's okay. So I'm going to export the data, right? So if you want to export, then you can come back to the 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 web base. Uh, oh, and I enlarge it, so I need to find a way to make it come back. Yeah. Forget a keyword. Trouble. Okay. Anyway, I'm being here. Okay. Yeah. Do you see? That's our manager environment. Then you come here, then you're able to find a several button there. There's a note that you can see the manager. Do you see that? So I can clone, I can down, I can remove, but I'm also be able to manage it. So I want to. That's a little bit new version of some differences, but let me make sure that I show you dual screen, and you are able to see. So it's a little bit different, but the manager is the same, right? So in a task, so you can go to the setting, right? And that's a plugin, right? You can install something, right? So let's go back. If the new version need to install that, just go to plugin. Okay, and you can install. Okay, you can install APOC, and that will help you to export things out. So I'm install for you, right? So I'm installing. Yeah, we're done, right? We're done. We install it. Okay. Then if you are able to install it, I'm going to put it in next, right? So then add the following and then setting, right? So I want to do the following the setting. So I kind of please do this kind of step by step. So I want to put it in setting, right? So that's kind of a file. Right? I will kind of make an import file, export file is true. Okay, so I want to apply. So this is an environment that setting. I want to make sure that it can import, export file and use the Neo4J. And you can put it on top. You can put it somewhere. And I put it at the very end of the spot. So then you are able to call something you can export. So right now, do you see I can export everything, but by CSV file to somewhere. So that is someone trying to do. Okay, you can use the call function and the APOC library to export whole data as CSV file, and the finance is on somewhere, right? So that is something we were able to do, right? So I want to show you. Okay. Database restart. Oh, okay, restart now because I installed something, right? So I apply. So it should restart the practice data set. And then you run. So student, are you with me? Are you with me? I'm trying to explore data. I want to tell you that where I explored it. And when I import export that, you have to understand that where that located the file. So if you are able to know, if you know how to import the data you follow a way, then you kind of understand that a certain way you can do. But this is important. Is a the Windows environment, right? It's a Windows environment. But here is the example. Just asking you is for. So you define the relationship node. Then you can modify the file and import back. That's basically want you to do this. If you find any problem, then this might be um, the Java problem. So that's why I show you here's a Java problem. But anyway, he is kind of you export the data set and you can then modify the export CSV file and import back to the Neo4j data set. And that several different examples show you how to do this import export. And this is a one you kind of try to loading export the data and do a query. Okay. And there are different ways. One way is do the terminal. One way is do the on the screen. No matter which one you prefer, but it's a kind of way you can do the import export. So I would like you to do some practice. Okay, if you already build a model and system here. Okay, there is a fair. Oh, let me see. Okay, let me find. So I want to see that. Yeah, that's a data set I just created. Yeah, the browser I'm creating. Um, but there are two browsers. One is the browser. One is this one. Second. All right. Where is project? Okay. Yeah, I'll come back here, right? So I'm loading the system and you're able to manage it and you can plug in and you already install it and you're setting, you already set it out, then you are able to export it and by certain kind of code. Right? So I think that's one small example. I would like you to be familiar with the Neo4J environment. Okay, that's my mouse. Anyway, any questions so far? Import export. Import export is a wonderful way we are able to code. So I'm going to just demonstrate that to show you how I'm going to run it. So I'm gonna go back here and go back to environment things, and I can code right. Code export and visual export the old data. Let's see why. Yeah, you see one of five is here. Yeah, export. You see that? So it's running okay now. I can export the data and it's called person data CSV. So person data CSV. Okay. So then I'm going to find where's the person data CSV. Okay. I can query from a file system and point. Oh, that is tricky because I only know the data detail, right? And where I want to find the open folder, right? Configuration. So yeah, give me a second. Here's the things I want to find out that where's the location? Okay. Yeah, I kind of look at how to find where the location. Oh, do you see that? It's, oh, yeah, do you see that? That's a folder, right? And that's a particular folder is related to where the file is located, right? Yeah, do you see? The file is in import here, right? CSV, person CSV, right? So let me open it. And since I'm using Ubuntu, you open like not an Excel file, but you open this open source Excel file. And then, yeah, do you see that? Yeah, the file is coming up. That's everything related to the persons and from everything the information can have to it. And you can modify and import that. So that's the whole thing that I'm going to talk about. And this all this system talk about. Although you use Excel file, but I'm doing a different way. And you are able to import it if you want. Then you can import by Cipher. You can just type a password. You can update something in Excel file. Then you can add something. You can once again, import, you choose a file, then you choose a file import, and you can load it and read the file and just just return, and you can kind of create every single things from the data you specify, because you specify so many different property, and just like what I just opened, right? This is a property. You see that? Okay, so you can specify and put it back. All right. So you can load, you can import, you can export, and you can export your CSV data, then writing it on it and change it and it's import back. So that's an interesting way you are able to do. And as why I say you have multiple ways to do this. You use terminal, but there's a Windows terminal, and you are able to run this in the you can have to know where is the import folder, then and type in here, use the Neo4J administration import function to import it. Multiple way. Okay, before I go to that, I want to take a short break here, and if you are able to open your Neo4J environment, then it will be better than, and I can finish this part. Okay, so I want to pause the recording and the yeah, let's go back to our Neo4j. As you can see, we can explore ESS file, CSV file. So for some time, why I want to talk about is import, export. Is it because for some cases the data is actually come from some other places. For example, in your database, in your other environment, maybe just simple the Excel file. That define a node, that define a relationship, that define the data you want to talk about it, that particular node, that property. Since it could be easier than you explore, you put it on some test file, then import to your Neo4j. That would be better, because especially when your data set is huge. Just like the case that I'm just provide you the one of a particular movie data. It actually define multiple relationships among the actor of that particular movie, and also they define several different keywords, and they are showing the information when they start have the advertising of the movie on the social network, particularly in Taiwan. They are posted on the PTT. Posted on the like a Yahoo website. There's a particular section called movie in Yahoo movie, right? And also you can collect some data from social network and like Facebook, and those kind of data is you try to manage it by using the graph database, and then you have some kind of data, and you do the pre-processing. And so in this case, the data I provided to you is the one you kind of have multiple data nodes. Let me share my screen first. I'm sorry, in case I forget. Okay. As you can see, the data set actually come with multiple text data, right? And if you open it, then you're able to see some of the information that kind of define a relationship. This is that trying to define a relationship on a certain web pages. You are able to see those relationship. For example, you want to see the post, you want to see user, you want to see those hashtag that people post on your social network, right? And that is a way. If you were able to using the export import function, then you can link the data from originally from somewhere. You already do the pre-processing, and then you can change the format to put into the Neo4j format, and then the Neo4j to get the data. So that is a particular data set about the movie. So I was uh, uh, I actually already have it, right? So I'm gonna need to do is I'm going to close this one. Unfortunately, I made it full screen, but I don't know how to bring it back. It's just, oh my God. So it's kind of weird, right? So 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 that's the only way I can do. So it's crazy. So one way is how about we just close everything? Stop this and quit. Okay, stop the quit. So I decided to reopen it, and, and but this time I want to open the movie data set. It, it it would take a couple seconds, so don't feel like I'm doing nothing. No, I just double click it on the one, right? Okay. So so here's the thing. So if you import successfully follow this guideline and to your data set, then you just follow one. You just want to import, right? This whole link is basically you want to make sure that your data is copied to the particular folder, right? So every student have a different folder supposedly because your Ubuntu environment might be different. And if you are import successfully, then you will see this screen. Then you see, hey, there's a data set, and you see the 9,892 nodes. And also you got wow 1100 relationships in that. So that's why I'm trying to go to stop it. So I'm stop the data set. Since I already have it, do you see the data is exact same here? And since I already did it, um, so I'm just want to open that and then show you some simple guideline and asking you to do some small tasks, and then maybe you try to learn the cipher. The cipher means that that's the coding way. I just show you that how to handle those Neo4J nodes and relationships. So uh, you can kind of use in the materials that are provided to you to learn the cipher and to learn how to handle those. Okay, I'm open the data set. It's taking a while, so I would like to come back here. So if everything okay, you will see multiple data node that will create and come with a different color. And so here is one thing. So you want to find. And since it defines multiple things, so the movie is already, I think it's 2019. I think it's 第九分局 is one of Taiwan is a ghost movie. The main actor is called Choser. It's kind of famous now, I think. And you want to find everything. It's saying that want to find everything, the people. Okay, and the poster something on Facebook poster and the tag. You see, I'm kind of define the relation. And the poster has a text. Uh, the hashtag, the hashtag is the name is something like this. Do you know hashtag? We usually using on Facebook, and some kind of they use this a symbol to specify the particular term, and the term would be easy for me to specify the current post is related to what kind of particular topic, right? So then I return everything. PAH. P is the post, the people, and who posted something on Facebook posted area, and his hashtag is related to chosen. So that is the things I want to demo. Yeah, it's opening. I'm gonna open it now. I make it like this way. Okay. So I open the data set, and if you open it, that's what I'm talking about. That you can actually come here You see, there's multiple things, right? So if you want, you can double click this everything. So it's kind of showing that you are all okay to go to every single node here. Then you can do some query. But this data set is relatively larger than the previous one. I only have a couple nodes, but here multiple nodes. So I will try to make it larger. So it would be easier for you to maybe double click those specify somewhere. And since the data set is ready, so I'm going to copy this and show what is the relationship about what the chooses this particular actor. So what's related to the Facebook post. So I'm kind of query it. Yeah, and since well, I want to remove this one. I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, I can click it and make it larger. So you see, in the center of this whole thing there, in the middle, this is a little bit okay, fancy here, right? It's moving, right? But everything in center, I'm going to see. It's all related to the hashtag is about chosen. And here's a link with that. It's something post, right? If you want, you can take a look. That's only relationships the tag on somewhere, right? You tag on somewhere. 世界电影 tag on some 伊利 you tag on 假上娱乐 you see it tags on multiple different Taiwan's network. I mean the social network, right? It's some web page, CT1, it's one of the media, right? And the 上报开演, you know, if you take a look, you see the multiple information showing up. Okay, and you can even double click it, and you can double click it and you see at least arrange it. So that's red one. That's red one is all related to Facebook post. So that data is original from Facebook, and the crawl and putting together and define the relationship about the post and the particular keyword. And once again, if you forget what the hashtag is, something I want to say. Hey, for example, I just post some event. For example, I just went to Taipei. I want to put it hashtag Taipei, easy to search it later, right? So that is obviously everybody for advertising that will hashtag on certain people's name. Okay, and here, for example, for this post, you put multiple hashtag, and and I'm sorry, I need to explain this a little bit in Chinese because that's correlated to one of a particular very famous director. Um, he filed bankruptcy, you know, and the guy is called Bong Cha Cha. Bong Cha Cha used to be a 主持人, you know, one of you know, entertainment areas as a big guys, 大哥级. Okay, all right, big guy. But however, he filed bankruptcy. Just before he filed bankruptcy, he actually spent a lot of money on doing a film, making film, and he lost a lot of money. And that's it one. 第九分局 is the particular one. He lost quite a lot of money, I guess. But anyway, that's not even I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's just some of the news to read that. And also, you will probably see there are also Facebook fan page. Fan page is a particular area. It is related to the one of you know, group, special group, right? Fan page. For example, you probably follow some superstar or movie star or maybe music singer, and you can follow his fan page. You want to join his particular friend and it's a club or something like that. So that's a fan page. It's okay, and can see those page on the post on their fan group. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. In Chinese, 粉丝团. Okay. In Facebook, 粉丝 fans. Okay. Anyway, that is something you can see. I'm going to do some query. Okay. Based on the data. Okay. So you see, oh, professor, your color is different. You can define it, so it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. Also, here's what I want to say. Hey, how about we find out the hashtag on post on Facebook fan page? So that's one, right? Or Facebook group contain any word about chosen. So why I want to do this query? Here is a query. It's not just query from the relational database. It's a query on based on the relationship about a fan page, about a fan group, Facebook group. And so here is the one you want to see. I want to make sure all the posts who post on Facebook posts and the tag content chosen. So here's how we use the Neo4J kind of database system to query and to understand the relationship among nodes. So I'm doing another query, and this query is a little bit different from the previous one. Do you see that you have a longer relationship? Some of the link is not connected with the other, so I want to make it larger. So it's in the center is still children, right? It's the name of the actor. Yeah, you can see, but you probably can see some of area the other information kind of isolate over here. Okay, right. So I don't know why they at that time almost come back to 2019 at that time the chose things is related to one is called Cao Xiping. That's definitely another person. I have not I have no idea at that time. Maybe what I'm thinking in my mind is it just because maybe Cao Xiping is one of Gong Chacha's good friend. I don't know. I'm certainly don't know, but no matter what, you can notice that not only the original, the post people over there to talking about children at the moment. You see some people in other Facebook group, they're still posting something and hashtag children, the name of the actor and to relate to it. I found this quite interesting because when I look at that, I just realized I have no idea about who are these people talking about. Yeah, because there's a certain reason now. At that moment, those people are mentioned chosen in somewhere in the page, right? But no matter what, that's interesting. Okay, it's a movie theater and also some people is related to Cao Xiping and Taipei movie theater and lots of information can be related and we can kind of find out by using different color and the color as come with red as a post and something as a Facebook post. And what's that's what we can study what the relationship between them. Okay. Okay, so if you follow, yeah, you can see it exactly the same here. So you also can use the sorting the top 3 nodes which you post the most frequency. So you can see match the A post something in B, and you want to return A, but you want to collect B as ordered by the size. The size is most people posted it. So you want to limit to 3, right? So it's very similar like we use the query language, but we can actually run. So you're running, so you query database. So you see the top 3, right? There are three major link. Okay, and you can actually just go along it. I want to see. I want to put them a little bit together, but it seems a little tricky. It's a kind of movie, automatic movie. So I want to see what's in Chinese. Okay, the three most popular and most frequent posts is definitely three major web page. One is 假上娱乐. 假上娱乐 is one of the company that's publisher the movie. And Yahoo movie webpage, right? Yahoo 名人娱乐. Okay, that's a very popular news Yahoo News to talk about entertainment industrial. And also here is something related to Taipei 票房观测站. That is meaning that ticket box ticking, right? This is related to how much is tickets sold in for that particular movie, right? In Taipei. So that is certainly as information is a checking with. And if you want, how about just go to a web page so you can click there. It's the original web page is coming out. Then we'll see if the web page is still available now. I'm not sure. Maybe already gone. Let me see. Oh, it's quite long. Maybe the web page is already not available now. But as you can see, then you're able to see some information, right? I think it probably open my Facebook. Yeah, it's open Facebook. I'm sorry, it's in Chinese. I'm sorry to forgive me that if you cannot really read Chinese, but I'm just explain that to you. There's a link. Go to the Facebook to the Taipei ticking, box ticking. So certainly that will post something related to related to the movie related to Taipei, the posted movie related to movie, right? So at certain time that posted something on the Facebook, and that Facebook information have been crawled by the by the company that providing this data. So you are able to go back check, right? And but the interesting part is maybe already lost the link because right now it's already talking about something a little bit newer, and the old information was gone, right? But for some cases, they might still keep those data, and then you can go back check, right? So that's how we do the query, but that's the exact same. Right? Here, I want you to find out some question. Find out which Facebook fan page posted a Facebook post with hashtag to the company. That is a very similar one. We just simply change it to the chosen, right? There's a movie snap. Okay, then you're able to query something like that. Okay, there are some questions that I should find out an article in the Facebook fan page called 假上语 the content hashtag. So then you're supposed to get this data. But no matter what, that's just a way the we use the Neo4J content information, and they have a multiple different notes, and one is Facebook fan page, PDD, and all over the world. And here's some practice. Can you find out the top 3 keywords occur in most frequently? And keyword is a blue, right? So you see, but color in my system, the keyword is red, is a yellow, and hashtag user, right? No, the Instagram user, right? For example, you can find Instagram user, and you see multiple Instagram user. I think I understand that young people, they are more prefer to use the Instagram. And so in this data set, it also contain the Instagram user, and usually people like to follow those. Okay, so you have different notes. So, and that is that question. Number 5 is one of my top 3 Facebook fan page who post a keyword, and they're called digital fan page more frequently, right? So it kind of combined. Are you able to find the post in Facebook fan page? And we want to find the top 3. a major policy content this keyword, right? And the result is supposed to showing like that. So do you want to know how to use in the database to do something? You usually like to do query, right? And you can show in like this visualize by using Neo4J as a networking. And if you want, you can use this kind of system to create your relationship of yourself, right? If I know some people, I will make a note and I make a note on other people, if you know with each other. And that's called nodes in a relationship. But there are so many different relationships you can create, right? All right. So if that is that kind of a great of a network style as a database, then the Neo4j can be convenient for you to search and edit and manage the data. Okay. Right. So I think that's pretty much I want to cover today. Just basically give you the practice uh, environment that you are able to use in Neo4j. Um, um, I'm not quite sure. I don't think that I will give you any homework or project related to Neo4j. The reason is you're probably very busy on working on your final project, right? So, but I would really hope if you have a chance to install yourselves, install the Neo4j on your own computer, then you can do some practice and you can capture some idea. Then of course in the internet there's quite a lot of information. You are able to search it out and then try to read and study it. Yeah. But the most difficult part is that you don't have data, right? And so here I'm trying to give you the data set. And so although it's in Chinese, but you think this is running okay, and you are able to use the data to do some practice if you are quite interested in graph database. All right, I'm thinking that that's a problem for today. All right, that's probably for today. Um, um, and also I think the next week I'm not going to give you more lecture. I'm just want to create an environment that you discuss. Probably we'll just focus on discuss the final project. All right. So please come to the class WebEx. Um, maybe you can ask me the question related to the final project. And we have a discussion here. And you want to ask question. Maybe you can share your experiences, especially working for the routine. And it seems that routine give you all these interesting data, but you're asking you to find out a very different question and problem, right? So I will assume that you already open the data set and take a look on that. Unless you want to read the data first and then try to look at it, what kind of information you can actually use for your final project. And next Monday, we can get together and discussion and work. Based on the calendar, then since our final project presentation is on June 10th, so supposedly you will still have a couple or maybe 2 weeks probably. I think it's more than 2 weeks to work on this project. So please take your time asking questions and working with your teammates and to work on this project. Times go very fast, so so be aware of. We will have a final presentation on June 10th. June 10th. All right. Okay. I think that's it for today. I will stop.